The ultimate battle between the evil god of destruction Beerus of Universe 7 and its representing angel Whis and his sister Vados begins. Beerus' sole mission is to destroy all the remaining angels, including the Grand Priest, in order to finally get and destroy the Omni King. As on the previous video, we last left off with Beerus having to challenge both Whis and Vados at the exact same time, and being that Beerus solely has the mission in becoming the absolute most powerful entity within the multiverse itself, the story of Dragon Ball Super 1 Billion continues, as now the long-awaited and conclusive battle between Whis, Vados, and Beerus had finally been revealed. As once more before we begin, if you are new to this channel and have a love and passion for all things Dragon Ball and anime related, then be sure to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications by clicking on the bell icon to never miss a single upload. And if you guys love and enjoy Dragon Ball and cannot wait to see more, then be sure to go on ahead and slap a big fat like down below by giving this video a big thumbs up, along with checking out the official Dragon Ball fan mangas playlist located down in the description box below, to where there you will be able to find all the latest and best Dragon Ball fan mangas created by the community for the community. So be sure to take a minute to go on ahead and check that playlist out located down below. As we kick off the Beyond Dragon Ball Super 1 Billion manga chapter special, with Beerus having to confront and challenge both Whis and Vados. As we've seen on the previous manga chapter video, Beerus stood toe-to-toe against both of the angels as Beerus went along to use the Super Dragon Balls, in further having to reassure his own survival by making sure that none of the other destroyers and angel can directly affect Beerus' power. And with Beerus having to further recap his battle with Vados and Whis, we then get to observe how Beerus is fighting Vados and Whis at the exact same time. Now again, the reason why this is, if you guys have not checked out the previous videos, is because once Beerus had used the Super Dragon Balls, he basically invulnerable to anybody's attack, and Beerus is shown going toe-to-toe against both Whis and Vados at the same time. We then observe how Beerus is visually getting very angry, but at the same time seemingly huffing and puffing just as the angels are, as Beerus goes on to comment, "You will never survive. Accept death now." As Whis goes on to comment, "You can't easily kill us. Stop it and accept the punishment from the Lord of all." To in which the translations are a bit wonky because this manga is from a different country. So again, Beerus is letting the angels know that they have absolutely no chance of winning, while the angels beg to differ by letting him know that his punishment from the Omni King is basically inevitable. As Beerus then sticks his hand out, he then goes on to states, "If so, make me accept or die." As Whis and Vados get into fighting position, they both go on to comment, "Let's go, big sis." Okay, and with Beerus charging right in, as he recaps this fight to the Grand Priest, he further goes on to comment, "I dictated myself to defeating them, which are now much weaker." So basically, Beerus had devoted himself in beating these angels because he knew that by getting through them, it would only bring him one step closer in finally defeating the Omni King. So even though I strongly disagree with the angels falling back, there is a massive payoff by the end of this story. As of course Whis and Vados then turn the tides on Beerus, Vados is shown punching Beerus directly in the face as Whis goes on to unleash a barrage of punches, knocking Beerus directly on the ground, which I will say, for someone like Whis, who we've seen before basically use a very small portion of his power against Goku and Vegeta, it's pretty cool to actually see what an angel will be capable of, especially in a scenario like this, in having to directly battle against another god of destruction. And as Beerus goes down on the ground, Whis then went along to comment, "It seems that we are the winners," as Vados goes on to state, "Don't trust it until he dies." As Whis replies, "But we can stop him. No need to do that," as Vados tells him, "You're too soft, Whis. He killed Lord Champa. Kill him before he..." And as Vados turns her head, it was just as she originally said, if they don't kill him now, he's going to somehow retaliate in getting away, in which as she goes on to check up to see where Beerus is, she then goes on to comment, "Where is he?" So the angels are backed into a corner now because they understand that this is very unusual. The power that Beerus has is very unusual for a god of destruction. So for them to reassure their own survival, they're going to have to destroy Beerus right here, right now. But Beerus, in typical Zamasu-like fashion, creates an energy saber with his hand and pops up behind both Whis and Vados as they both go on to cry out, "No!" And as quickly as Beerus came, he then proceeded to slice both Vados and Whis in half. And this is actually a very intriguing scene to see, in the fact that a destroyer is not only shown having to kill off his own angel, but his own representing angel sister as well. So Beerus took out both Vados and Whis at the exact same time with a single lunge of his energy saber. And as Beerus is shown angry, just staring on as the angels collapse down onto the ground, Beerus is then shown huffing and puffing, with both of the angels having to still be alive even after being sliced in half. As Beerus then went along to further narrate, finally, after a protracted fight for more than 7 days, if they don't care less, I can't do this, basically implying that Beerus had been fighting the angels for 7 consecutive days. As Whis is shown on the ground, he then went along to comment, This is so bad. With Beerus slowly approaching Whis, Beerus then went on to tell him, "Whis, we've been together for a long time. You will die without torture." Which the situation itself looks so grim in the fact that Whis is still able to look up and even smile at Beerus as Beerus smiles back down. But what's most interesting is the fact that Vados and Whis both grab onto Beerus's legs. As of course Whis looks up, he then goes on to tell Beerus, "Well, in the past I had so much fun with you," with Beerus having to tell Whis farewell. "I will never forget you, my friend and teacher," to in which once Vados and Whis grab onto Beerus's leg, they both go on to comment, "We will not die without you. We will go together, my lord." As Beerus then begins to panic, he then goes on to comment, "How dare you?" in the idea that Whis told Beerus that yeah, surely enough, we are going to die, but we're not going alone because we are going to take you with us. And I love the acknowledgement in the fact that Whis told Beerus, "In the past I had so much fun with you," with Beerus basically replying by telling Whis, "I will never forget you, but your time is up." And with Vados and Whis' corpse then beginning to charge up energy, Beerus then unleashes 2 energy blades, but fortunately for Beerus, he is able to quickly cut off the hands of Vados and Whis. As Beerus further then goes on to narrate, "I didn't expect them to use their final power to die with me. It can't kill me, but I don't want to get hurt unnecessarily." So what they wanted to do was essentially blow themselves up, but right before they were about to take Beerus with them, what Beerus ended up doing was cutting off their hands and simply then flying away. So their deaths were in fact in vain, as of course their explosions did absolutely nothing. As we then observe Beerus in space, he then went on to comment, "Even though I won, but I lost a lot of power. I had to refresh myself many days before I came here. Are you satisfied?" with the Grand Priest then having to tell Beerus, "To honor death like this, my time is running out. I have to go as well." And with Beerus laughing, he then proceeds to tell the Grand Priest, "Yes, you can say that. I'm very tired of them. Bye-bye forever." And as we see the Grand Priest slowly fading to dust, he then went along to tell Beerus, "But I have to tell you that you will never defeat the Lord of All." Because essentially that is Beerus's mission. And as the Grand Priest slowly begins to fade, he then went along to tell Beerus he is higher than everything, and you will regret every single action. Basically letting Beerus know that, listen, you're in trouble. And the last thing we see right before the Grand Priest finally fades is the ominous warning that Beerus is doomed. As Beerus went along to comment, "I will never regret anything." As he then proceeds to destroy the Omni King's palace, Beerus then goes on to comment, when his temple was destroyed, he couldn't go anywhere. Wait a minute, what happened? Where is the Grand Priest? Which is something that I find very weird about this manga, in the fact that the Grand Priest basically told Beerus, "I don't have enough time, being that you fatally wounded me, this is it, my time is up." And we clearly get to see how the Grand Priest slowly fades away right before Beerus, as Beerus is beginning to question as to what happened to the Grand Priest. Out of nowhere, at long last, the Omni King and his guards finally arrive. As the Omni King goes on to ask, "Beerus, Why are you here? What happened to my temple? As Beerus went along to comment, long time no see, Lord of All. I wasted a lot of time waiting for you. And as the Omni King's guards overhear this, they step up to Beerus as they go on to ask him, you dare say that to him? As Beerus replies, I have no business with you. With the Omni King's guards having to be completely baffled, Beerus goes on to smile as he comments, yes I did, with the Omni King replying, you made a serious mistake. I will delete you. As Beerus continues to smile, he then goes on to tell the Omni King, do it if you can. As the Omni King sticks his hand out, he goes on to tell Beerus, I will delete you. And with Beerus laughing, the Omni King continues, what have you done before you came here? As Beerus replied, it doesn't matter what, but when you can't delete me, you're no different than a baby. Your time is up. And the final thing the Omni King tells Beerus before the manga chapter special comes to a close is your last chance, show your highest god power. So by the end of this, we are going to see an epic battle between the Omni King and Beerus, which keep in mind at this point Beerus is seemingly indestructible to god power and angel power, but this is the Omni King and he has power that's greater than everybody else's. So that's what's going to make this battle a little bit more interesting than how we originally thought it would be, even though I do agree with each and every single one of you when it basically comes down to the narrative of the destroyer god Beerus having to fight against angels and even the Omni King. As wacky as it sounds, I think that no angel should be able to be defeated by a god, nor the Grand Priest himself, but now we are setting the stages for the Omni King versus Beerus, which is bound to shock you all, especially with what happens by the end of this manga chapter. So again, I want to get your thoughts and your feedback down in the comment section below about Beerus destroying Whis and Vados, about Beerus now confronting the Omni King, and how exactly you guys feel this is going to go that's going to at least favor Beerus as the manga chapters continue. Again, thank you all so much for your time. Thank you all so much for watching. If you guys are new to this channel, don't forget to go on ahead and smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to never miss a single upload. Be sure to also slap this video up with a like by giving this video a big thumbs up if you guys are stoked, ready, and excited for more awesome Dragon Ball fan mangas to come. Tune back in for the next video. You guys may not want to miss out as to what's going to happen next, and I'll be seeing you all down in the comment section below. Have a great day, everybody. Peace. And a quick little reminder before you guys go, if you guys are unaware, I do have a second gaming channel located down in the description box below, so be sure to head on over to Unreal Royale and hit that subscribe button along with turning on all notifications, as to there, you guys will find all different kinds of gaming content that you will not get to find on UnrealEntGaming, titles and video games such as Grand Theft Auto, Call of Duty, Gears of War, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, Dragon Ball Z Legends, Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3, Minecraft, Blair Witch, and many other retro games on that channel. So if you guys are into gaming, then make sure you guys subscribe over on Unreal Royale. I want to thank you all so much for your time, and I'll catch you all in the next one.
This is the Galactic Emperor of the Universe, and of course I'm here to tell you to subscribe to UnrealEntGaming.
Also follow UnrealEntGaming on these social media platforms to stay connected at all times. And if you don't, then very soon you will all be dead! Oh, did someone say UnrealEntGaming? Oh my god.
The fuck's up? Put on some clothes!
Well, why don't you put on any clothes?
What? I don't need clothes, but Jesus Christ, that's huge! What, Broly?
Frieza.
Uh-oh.
Prepare to die!
But once you get video, lots of likes, or Bill will turn you into chocolate!
Vados, get over here! Tell these mortals that I'm the biggest UnrealEntGaming fan. This is my moment. I'm a part of his notification squad. Universe 7 can have all the fun. I just want the food.
And don't forget to leave a comment on this video. Show some love for the best community on YouTube.
Kakarot!